Hi, this is Dodger and you're watching my show. So on Monday, it's my next hair adventure. I'm so excited. I don't know if it really counts as a hair adventure because it's basically gonna be the same thing that I always do, just a different shade of red, but I'm still jacked about it. One day it's gonna be the Mohawk adventure or the dreadlocks adventure. I need to do one of those someday. Or the blue adventure. I think that's closer in my future than the other ones. Anyway, so on to gaming news. First thing really quick, which probably means it's not actually going to be really quick because let's be honest, it's me. First thing is that Good Old Games, or GOG as I like to call them because why not? Typically they only have older games, like 3 years or older, and it's awesome because they make sure that the game will play on newer systems and they make it so that it has no DRMs, which is great, and sometimes they include manuals, and it's awesome. So it sounds like they're going to try to start signing more newer titles of games, which is exciting for them. I'm sure that would help them boost their business a whole lot. But at first I was really scared. I was like, oh no, what if they stop doing classic games? Like that's what really set them apart from everybody else. And like they just put so much work into it and it was just so great. It sounds like it's not going to be their primary focus. They're not going to just focus on newer games, but they want to make sure that they're still putting out the older games while also possibly getting some deals with newer games, which is very cool. Just wanted to throw that out. Also, if you guys have never even looked at the Good Old Games website before, it's GOG.com and it's awesome. You should totally check it out. Pretty much everybody that I've ever told to check it out has found some sort of an older game that they've been missing for a while and been like, whoa, they actually have this game and it can actually run on my computer, that's awesome! Anywho, so next thing, I got through that pretty fast, I'm kind of proud of myself. Next thing is that they are planning on making a Bully sequel, which is interesting. I have wondered forever whether or not they were going to make a Bully sequel because the first one did alright. It's been like, what, 5 years since the first one? I feel like lots of Rockstar games have to wait around for their sequel though, and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's best, in my opinion, to release a game and then watch everybody, you know, enjoy it and then see what the feelings are by the time that the game has kind of petered out. And that way, once they put out a sequel, everybody who really loved the game will be like, oh, a sequel, I've been missing that game, I'm so excited. And, you know, it puts in new interest, the old game starts getting played more again. It's a smart thing to do, I think. Do you guys remember when Bully was first coming out and like GTA was already out and, you know, like super sexualized covers and the games were like fairly violent at the time? And Bully was coming out and everybody was like petitioning because they thought that the game was going to be really negative on kids. It's like, you don't even play a bully in the game, you get in trouble for doing bad things in the game. I just want to run around and prank people. Why are they making this difficult? Whatever. I love looking back on stuff like that. And now we have games like Hitman, which I feel like a game entitled Hitman is a little bit worse than a game entitled Bully. Wait, was the first Hitman game already out at that point? Never mind, I don't care. Okay, so one of the games that my brother and I used to play all the time was SSX Tricky. It is a great game and the voices are great and the characters are awesome. We just loved that game. We played it to death and unlocked everything. It was totally excessive. So that game's theme song was Run DMC's Tricky song, which is just a great song all by itself, but it was great in the game as well. And I guess this new SSX game, people haven't been quite as excited about it, and to be fair, most of the conventions that it's gone to, they haven't even revealed any information about the game. But so in their new trailer for their new SSX game, and the game itself makes me really excited. Looking at this trailer, I was like, oh, it looks so much like the older SSX game, so excited, can't wait to play it. But the song that they put on there, they were like, we're gonna tap into their nostalgia bits. And we're gonna put a dubstep remix of this song on our trailer. Now, I'm a fan of dubstep, don't get me wrong. I'm also a fan of Run DMC's Tricky, don't get me wrong. But this mixture is not fantastic. But at the end they were like, hey, it's coming out February 14th, and I went, yes! I will link you guys to that trailer so that you can watch it for yourself and experience the song and come up with your own opinions. But to me, it felt like they were forcing it. Feels like that song does not lend itself to dubstep at all. Also there were no sick drops, so was it even worth it? Okay, final bit of news, and this is something that has been talked about for the last week, mostly, but if any of you guys have heard about Will Wright's new project called Hivemind, he also started a company called Hivemind, so it's really confusing when people are like, oh, have you heard about Hivemind? Which part? So Will Wright is the one who created Sims and SimCity and games like that, and he's trying to create a game that can observe your normal life and create a game that revolves around your normal life. That's the way that it's been explained to me. I feel like if that's all there is to it, it could wind up being super boring. Okay, here's the way that it's described. Rather than craft a game like Farmville for players to learn and play, we learn about you and your routines and incorporate that into a form of gameplay. It's a mixture of intriguing and creepy. I totally understand this being the next step in a Will Wright game, just because his games are so focused on you and your creativity and you as an individual making choices for yourself. So it makes sense that the games would slowly focus more and more and more on the player, and even to the point that it's about the player's life, but still kind of creepy. Oh, I'm so jealous of all of you guys that get to play Skyward Sword. Enjoy your time with it. And when I return to California, I will get to play it as well.
I also miss my little Redguard friend on Skyrim. Oh.
Anywho, that is my show. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section. If you would like to have coffee with me, you can click wherever I put the annotation and it will take you to my other channel. But otherwise, I hope you guys are having a good week. It is Friday, so weekend time. Heck yeah. Stay safe, have fun, and I will talk to you guys again on Monday. All right, bye-bye. Mwah.